everybody. This video we're answering the question that we get a lot, which is, should I buy followers?
So the basic, simple answer is no, you should not buy followers. The number one reason is because if you use websites and platforms and apps that claim they can get you more followers, there's a chance you're going to get banned by TikTok. So it's actually not worth it because you never know. Even though the website might claim that they have a special algorithm or it's real followers or whatever it is, whatever you're buying followers, it's a shady practice. You shouldn't be doing it. And there's a chance you're going to get banned. And the second reason why you shouldn't do it is because these followers are most likely not your true followers. They're not within your niche. They're not going to care about your content. So over the long term, they're not going to actually engage in your videos, and it's not going to help whether you're just building a brand or you want to get you want to promote other products as an influencer and have sponsor products, or you want to sell your own products or whatever it might be. It just doesn't help in the long term. It might give you that little boost in the short term, but it's just not worth the risk.
Yeah, and the third reason why you don't buy followers in general is that there's an algorithmic explanation for this. And a lot of people at first think like, oh, well, I need followers for people to follow me. And it is true, as you have more followers, you get a higher conversion rate on your profile. But what's more important is what happens to your engagement rate. So imagine you bought 1,000 followers. Those followers are bots. They're not people. Okay, so they're not going to continue to engage with your account. And so what ends up happening is, let's say you have 1,000 followers, you put in a new post. Well, those 1,000 followers are really likely to see that post you just made. And since they're bots, they're not going to engage. And so right there, you're going to kneecap yourself, because the way that the algorithm works on TikTok is they're going to take your video, they're going to send it to a batch of people who they think like your content, and part of that batch is going to be people who follow you. And if you already have like 30% of that batch comprising of bots who aren't going to engage, then TikTok is always going to think your posts are crap. They're always going to think like, oh, no one's engaging, right? Because they keep showing it to your fake followers. And that right there is enough to just sink your account, or at least it would take you a long time to get out of that rut. To the point where you have a healthy engagement rate. Like, you generally speaking, when I say get at least 20-30% engagement, as in how many views you have versus comments, watching it all the way through, likes, shares, things like that. And if you start off with a bunch of dead accounts, you're severely handicapping yourself.
Yeah, and we've seen cases on Instagram, for example, where people, even the bigger accounts, would hit a certain point and then they would buy followers just to boost, but they lowered their engagement and they never recovered. So it's actually going to matter a lot.
So there you go. Don't do it. There's no reason why you should do it. I mean, sure, it might increase your conversion rate by having followers, but especially on TikTok, that's not even that important, how many followers you have. And for the most part, it's gonna destroy your engagement rate. It could get you banned. It's a pretty unequivocal no. Okay, guys, we'll see you in the next video.
See ya. When you first join TikTok, it could seem difficult to have all these ideas for producing videos, and you see so many creative people. Maybe you just don't know if you have what it takes to produce so many videos, but you'll learn that there's so many different ways that you can produce videos, and there's so much different inspiration that you can use. So in this lecture, we'll talk about the main things you can use for inspiration to produce your own very cool content. Number one is challenges. We talked about challenges many times before, but if you don't know what to do next, if you don't have an idea for a video, you can easily go to challenges. There's new challenges almost every single day. You can participate in those and do a lot of cool videos. Number two is effects. Again, we talked about effects before, so you know what they mean, but you can easily go into the effects. You can try out maybe new effects. There's also trending effects in the app. So there's new ones coming up all the time. You see which ones are trending, which ones are new, and you can check out the trending ones and then do your own spin. Even if you haven't seen these effects used on your own feed, which are not very popular yet, they're not trendy, but maybe you can start a new trend and you should try out new effects. The third one is following a trend. So like we said, if you see something in your feed for 3 times, it's probably a trend. Somebody's using a certain effect or certain sound or audio or a certain way they're doing something. If you see happen over and over again from different people, it is a trend and you should jump on it. So I mean, one of the easiest things you can do, open the app, scroll through the feed, and then do your own spin on one of the popular trends. Number 4 is follow people in your niche, learn from them, take inspiration, and do videos that are similar. Again, don't copy what they do, but you should find people that are in your niche, go through their profile, maybe check out what are the popular videos or videos that you would find fun yourself, or videos that are relevant to your specific business or niche or personality, and then learn from them and do your own spin. And the final one is hashtag. Again, you know what hashtags are, how they're used, but if you have just no clue what video to do next, you can look up a relevant hashtag. For example, in my case, it might be hashtag marketing tips. I can scroll through the videos and then see if I can find something that appeals to my personality, my communication style, and I can do my own version of that video. So to summarize, now you know that even if you have no idea what kind of content to create, there's 5 different ways that you can get inspiration for videos, and there's so many videos you can create. Number 1, participate in challenges. Number 2, do effect. Number 3, follow a trend. Number 4, follow people in your niche. And number 5, find relevant hashtags. So many different ways to create amazing content. In the next lecture, we're going to conclude this section on growing your account. So this is the end of our section on how to grow your account, and one of my favorite sections in this course. I hope you liked it. You have learned so much. You know how to grow your account. You know that you should be posting 3 times a day, make the videos relatable to other people, and so many different things we talked about. You also know how the algorithm works. You know that the watch time is by far the most important things, and what to do to increase the watch time. And you also know tons of other hacks, what to do to grow your account, what not to do to grow your account, and you also know what kind of inspiration you can get, where to get inspiration for building really cool content for yourself. In the next section, we're going to take a look at a really fun section, how to make money on TikTok. And we're going to cover a lot of different ways. There's in total 6 different ways you can generate revenue on TikTok, which is really cool. Whether you're a business or you're just a simple person that you want to monetize in your audience, we're going to cover all of those things. I'll also share a personal story on how I became a sponsored athlete actually on social media. I was sponsored by Red Bull. And I'll talk about how I got that deal, and then so many different case studies we're going to go through. So it's really cool, a lot of case studies. I hope you enjoy the next section, and I really hope that you liked this section on growing your TikTok account.